Welcome to All-CAW Wrestling, and hey, look, it's the contract sign between Deadpool and Godzilla.
Finally.
I'm sure this will go ahead smoothly, without any interruptions, without any violence, or without anyone going through a table.
Because that's how contract signings are.
Well, it worked last week, everything went all peaceful, and I'm sure the same will happen this time. Mike was there to officiate everything, you know.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake!
No, Jason!
Jason,
no!
no! Bad, Jason! Go to your room!
And think about what you've done.
Oh dear. It's not looking good here. Communications are breaking down. What is Jason's place here? He lost. He lost his chance to become World Heavyweight Champion. What is he? Oh my God, he's got hold of Godzilla. What's he going to do? Whilst Deadpool is just standing by. Oh, he just gut-wrench suplexed him straight through a table.
Through a table.
Through a table. And now, what's this? What, is he offering an alliance to Deadpool?
No, Deadpool has refused it.
Well, whatever's going on here, Deadpool didn't want to have anything to do with Jason Voorhees, and he's walking out of here.
Yep.
So, hello there. King of Trios Round 2 continues. Tonight, it's the Avengers versus the Shield.
One of these teams are no longer together.
Yes, and not like the other either. Yes, we managed to get Roman Reigns. We managed to get Seth Rollins out of injury just for this match. We managed to reconstruct his knee with T1000 parts. And I think we made that joke last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, I'm going to have to cut off at some point, so you're going to have to do the commentary by yourself.
Wait, what?
I just need to make an important phone call. All right.
Fine.
I won't be long.
Fine.
I'll chat over the entrances, but then I really need to make a phone call. Okay.
Right.
So here they are. Oh, I noticed that Thor and Iron Man have come out in matching black and gold here tonight.
Yay.
That looks good, doesn't it?
And then Captain America just kind of ruined the entire thing.
Yeah, it's like, have you not got any sort of black and gold attire cap? And it's like, nope, this is all I've got. I wear these, I sleep in these.
I even take a shower in these. I have not taken these off. I have not taken these clothes off since 1940 when I was frozen.
Yep. And now here come the Shield. The Wank Pheasant, Roman Reigns, the Titty Master, Dean Ambrose, and Mr. Dick Picks himself, Seth Rollins. Oh, and I noticed that Dana Brooke has recently had some dodgy photos of herself leaked onto the internet.
Oh, why would you even want to look at those?
You know, where she's basically bent over showing off the butterfly that she's got tattooed on her arse.
But she looks like a dude.
Yep, a dude with tits. But I don't think it's going to do any harm to Dana Brooke's career. In fact, I'm now predicting that she will become the champion by WrestleMania 32. That's what happened with Seth Rollins, you see. And wow, this is really outdated. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have got the tag team titles.
Yeah.
I'm sure I said in the last episode when the Shield were present, I thought, I'm going to change that. But looks like I didn't.
Because you were lazy.
I'm just lazy.
You're very lazy.
I'm just lazy. Right, this match is starting, so you're going to have to call the action, I'm afraid. I need to make a phone call.
Oh,
right.
God!
Yeah, alright.
So we have Iron Man and Seth Rollins starting out here in the match.
Yes, hello. Yes, it's me. Yes. Yes, I thought I'd just give you a ring. How are you? Yes.
Okay, anyway. Oh, punch my dick! Did that really hurt his hand though, because, you know, Iron Dick.
Well, yes, I'm very mindful of my position and possible potential influence over the public. I can't help it if the public are nothing more than vacant sponges waiting to soak up whatever moral and ethical imprints and impressions I might put out there.
Yeah, anyway, so, what? So we have Seth...
Yes, thanks, yes. I agree, these days one has to be so careful.
What are you talking about? Anyway, Thor is coming in to assist Iron Man. Oh wait, no, it's a tag.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I do remember when I was caught with those hookers.
I'm sorry, what? Anyway, Thor with a huge slam thing.
That's all behind me now, okay? And I've grown emotionally too. I found God, and I've even learnt to forgive the hookers.
What? Thor... I can't concentrate with you like that. Thor is now tagging back to Captain America. Well, not back to, yeah.
Look, I'm a professional children's television presenter, right? That's what I am. I can't help it. It's in the blood. Yes, of course All-CAW Wrestling is a children's show. It's completely family-friendly, I told you.
But now, Dean Ambrose and the rest of the Shield are attacking Captain America in the corner. Does it look good for the Avengers?
Yes, I would dearly love to go on a 3-day bender with skanks, whores, pushers, gypsies, tramps and thieves and snort line of coke off their bare breasts and freebase up their arseholes, but I will not because I'm acutely aware of my public position. And subsequently, I would never do that kind of thing, as I understand it's my duty to protect the masses from that kind of repellent behaviour.
That was the huge backbreaker to Captain America, and now is he going to tag? He's tagging back. He's coming. No.
Well, sometimes I wish I was less well known and less moral, and then I could drug myself up, shove a raw King Edward potato up my Dartford tunnel, and masturbate into a fireman's helmet till the cows come home, or whatever it is that gets people off in this day and age. Perhaps ingest a bit of half-cooked bacon on some fishing wire and yank it out just at the moment of climatic fruition. Combining the jerky spasms of warm ejaculate with the involuntary baked-up puke mechanism results in a double dose of heady hedonism. How about a jar of chunky peanut butter, warmed up in the microwave, spread all over the testicles and let the dog lick it all off? Inserting a tampon in the anus, cleaning out the old Jap's eye with a cotton wool bud and some contact lens fluid?
Roman Reigns and Iron Man are going out here. Obviously, the powerhouses of the teams.
No, I've consciously denied myself all of these basic, coming-of-age, normal, everyday sexual pleasures because I have an acute sense of responsibility. Yes, I do so wish that more celebrities would show the same moral fibre, but alas, we live in decadent times.
It's turned into a brawl on the outside.
Yes, I love you too, Mum. Yes, bye. Right, sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm having trouble commentating. It turns out I'm terrible at it.
I better just switch my microphone back on, right?
Wait, what?
Already seems to be on. Oh, you must have turned it on for me.
Yeah.
That's fine. So anyway, Captain America and Roman Reigns going at it. Here's the Star-Spangled Man with a plan up against the current WWE champion. Quite how long he will be for remains to be seen because it is, of course, the Royal Rumble this weekend.
Of course.
Yes, and speaking of title matches, we can see that Deadpool versus Godzilla, the contract is all now signed, sealed, and ready to go at Night of Champions. But what was that all about there with Jason Voorhees?
Maybe he wanted an alliance with Deadpool, but Deadpool has turned him down.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? It does. Subscribe to All-CAW Wrestling or Dana Brooke will expose her penis to traffic. I'm a bad person. I am going to hell.
Well, Captain America is going after Roman Reigns.
A bulldog there to Roman Reigns.
Yep.
So,
an elbow.
Bit of news I've come across this week. In America...
Well, where else?
Where else indeed. There is a pressure group that's been set up for one purpose, and one purpose only, folks. That's why they're calling it a pressure group, you know, in the title and all that.
Anyway.
Hang on, suplex!
Oh, suplex!
Suplex!
Another suplex!
Oh God, we do love our suplexes.
Captain Lesnar!
Yes, I was just unbuttoning the top button on my flies there.
Slower suplexes, you slut.
So anyway, that was disturbing. Would you mind my microphone turned off early because I was saying some really disturbing shit over the phone.
Really?
Good job that wasn't getting recorded, otherwise that'd have been my reputation in the toilet, I tell you. Yeah. There's a running DDT there from Captain America. Hang on a minute, where is everyone? We're all having to wander around the ring here.
Yeah.
So anyway, the pressure group in question, folks, they want to clone Mr. Elvis Aaron Presley. They want to clone the king, man! And I don't mean Jerry Lawler.
Why?
Now, apparently, they found a woman who is the proud possessor. Hang on a minute, some double teaming action here. Iron Man's going into the corner. What the hell is this?
He's going to fly!
He's going to go coast to coast! Bang, Terminator! Shades of Rob Van Dam there. And now Captain America is running on the spot for some reason.
Oh, 2K16. Please change.
No, it's 2K14, is this?
Oh, yeah.
2K14 and your glitchy ways. Apparently, they found a woman who is the proud possessor of a small bit of Elvis's DNA.
Some of his spunk.
No.
Oh.
Apparently, she worked in a surgery in the early 1960s when Elvis came in to have a wart removed from his wrist. She kept the wart, and now the cloners want it. They're basically, harassing this poor woman, saying, "Give us the wart, lady! Step away from the wart! Nothing to see here on this wart!"
What?
But she's been told by scientists, no, you can't let them clone Elvis from the wart as it's viral DNA. The DNA is corrupted by the wart. It wouldn't even be human. So were the Elvis cloners successful in their dastardly evil plan, what form might this viral Elvis take?
How would the viral Elvis manifest?
Indeed, it makes you wonder what kind of creature he would become. Would he become a carbon-based bipedula?
Or would he become airborne and non-corporeal, like a smoke monster?
Indeed. And what if one was to come into contact with the viral Elvis? What might happen?
Well, my prediction is that he'd probably get an unconscionable urge to eat all the food in the fridge, copious sweat all over the place, and then to take all the drugs in the medicine cabinet and eventually die of a fucking full-on bastarding heart attack, straining out a hard-constipated little brown turd of Elvis's loveliness right there in the toilet, before it's swiftly followed by your intestines of the rest of your vital organs.
What a way to go, eh? Dead. 1 minute on the bog, taking a dub, and pop goes your heart. Elvis has left the building. Flush that fucking thing. No, don't flush it. Sell it on eBay. Thor picking up Dean Ambrose with a huge power slam there.
Viral Elvis.
Viral Elvis.
That sounds like the final boss of Resident Evil.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. The fact that the final boss of the next Resident Evil game should be viral Elvis.
Cloned from Wart DNA.
Dying on the toilet, eh? What a way to go. But it's better than dying on stage, I suppose. Actually, thinking about it, perhaps the viral Elvis is already out there. That's the truth behind the so-called ticking time bomb of obesity. It's the viral Elvis infecting us all. Thank you very much. Clothesline! No, reverse it to an arm drag. We're still in the wrestling action here. But speaking of rock and roll icons, I mean, unfortunately, we have recently lost Lemmy from Motorhead. We have recently lost David Bowie. So we do have to sort of, treasure the few rock and roll icons that we have left still living. Which brings me on to poor old devil Mick Jagger. He gets no sympathy, does he? But plenty of satisfaction.
Songs.
Have you noticed that the way that the scumbag British press treats Mick Jagger? It's always wrinkly old dinosaur rocker Jagger, or this grizzled-necked old cunt that. Mick linked to supermodel. Mick impregnates Brazilian beauty half his age. Old liver lips is at it again, yada yada. Hang on a minute, hot tag? Is it gonna work? Oh no, what a surprise. What a surprise.
What a surprise.
Yeah, so I studied this phenomenon, not the phenomenon that hot tags never work, but the phenomenon that the scumbag British press always have a go at Mick Jagger. Now, I've studied this phenomenon to a degree level, believe it or not, which you could do at most modern universities, along with turntable skills and speaking Klingon, obviously.
Yep.
And we've come up with an answer that's startlingly sublime in its simplicity. Ready or not? Drum roll, please. It's Mick fucking Jagger!
Yay!
He's supposed to fuck everything that moves. He's the lead singer with the Rolling Stones, for fuck's sake. The roller bastarding Stones. Again, the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, a genuine rock and roll living legend and icon. And there's not many of them left now, as I say. Lemmy from Motorhead and David Bowie and Elvis, they've shuffled off this mortal coil and gone to that big rock and roll concert in the sky, in the heavens. But yeah, it's Jumping Jack Cocking Flash. Okay. Mick is an emblem of Bacchus-like rutting and partying, a throwback to Pan and Dionysus. Dionysus even. Who would break a butterfly on a wheel, indeed. The rest of us, we can just clean the off-road car on a Sunday, pay the mortgage, watch MasterChef on the telly, and stick with the wife and kids. Not Mick. Mick's going to be fucking 19-year-olds when he's 90. And why not? Without wanting to belabour the point, he's Mick shitting Jagger. He'll be on stage forever doing that fruity little dance he does, into infinity and beyond. One night on stage, Mick will actually snap clean in half like a brittle old twig. Rather like the T-1000 does in the liquid nitrogen scene in Terminator 2. And Mick will be dead, and then all we'll see was right there before our eyes. Jagger. Dream sequence. Little bits of dry, desiccated Mick will float out over the pedestrian arch and into the auditorium, and people will gag on dried bits of Mick Jagger as they try to ingest him.
Wait, what?
Yes, they will ingest the dried bits of Mick Jagger
in order to gain his strength.
Yes, indeed, wanted to gain his power, vainly attempting to imbibe a sliver of mixed life magnetism to ramp up their paltry pedestrian lives with a slab of old Snake Hips mojo. My simple message is this: let Mick fuck. He's 60 years old and he keeps on going. And what does he get from the scumbag British press? Ridicule. It's ageism, pure and simple, that's what it is. Actually, it's ageism mixed with bitter jealousy. We know he ain't no rebel. In fact, he's a right-wing libertarian. He'd be accepted and put in a Hall of Fame like Hugh readers do with that bag of festering bile Van Morrison or that bloated imbecile Brian Wilson. If he OD'd when he was 25, he'd be preserved in the aspect of our imagined past and not let us down with his OAP sex chair antics. So let's think of Mick's life as one big long celebration of music and sex and let the bastard fuck. After all, he is, as I tirelessly keep reminding you, the one and only Mick fucking rutting, strutting, preening, poncing, proud, dancing, romancing, Jesus-in Jagger.
Well, okay then.
Thank you very much. And now, let's get back to the wrestling action.
Wait, this was a wrestling show at some point?
At some point, yes. Hang on a minute. He's going for the turnbuckle powerbomb.
Turnbuckle powerbomb.
This is the move that fucked up Sting's career.
Oh.
And now he's in the Hall of Fame, and his career is over and done with. Do you know what's disturbing?
What?
That Sting's pay-per-view win-loss record is actually worse than Snooki's from Jersey Shore.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yes.
How?
Well done there, WWE.
Sting has not won a single match.
I think he did win one on an episode of Monday Night Raw. It was a DQ victory over the Big Show, you know.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good, isn't it?
Yay!
So yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned this still being on 2K14, because you've probably noticed, hang on a cocky minute, how come you're still on 2K14? Well, let me explain, because 2K16 isn't really worth the sort of jump over to. I mean, it looks fantastic on next-gen consoles, but we ain't buying a next-gen console because there's no games that's bloody worth it, really. Mm-hmm. Hang on, Thor's lining something up here, he's thumping his chest, he's like he's Sheamus. Hang on a minute, what's he going for here? Oh, hang on a minute. He's going for the Hammer of Asgard!
Hammer of Asgard!
Hammer of Asgard! Oh my god! Excuse me, it's a jackhammer.
Yeah, it's funny.
And there's a free count, and Mr. Dick Picks is out of there. Hang on a minute.
Would it make more sense to call it Mjolnir? So that's the actual name of Thor's hammer.
Okay, we'll call it Mjolnir then.
Or Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Has Iron Man been eliminated?
Yeah, he was eliminated.
Oh, well, it's your job to point these things out.
You were busy talking about Mick Jagger and I was scared to interrupt you.
I mean,
it's really into it.
That's it, I'm talking about Mick cocking Jagger. And viral Elvis and what have you.
Viral Elvis.
I'm the colour commentator now. I'm relying on you to be play-by-play. I'm relying on you to be Joey Styles.
I don't know the name of every single move in the roster.
I'm up to you to sort of say, can't fight, total elimination.
What?
That's mission. You know, and all that.
Do I have to do that voice?
If you like. Superplex off the top rope.
Superplex.
Dean Ambrose just got taken to Superplex City, bitch.
It's funny because it's like Suplex City.
Yes, but it's off the top rope, you see, so it's super. Thor sent into the corner. The thing is with 2K16, right, you know when they have rope breaks on this?
Uh-huh.
Right, when they have a rope break, right, you actually see the person now actually stretch out the hand and touch the rope.
Oh.
And 9 times out of 10, the fucking referee completely ignores it.
Wow.
And it gets the... So him going on 1, 2...
No.
The referee actually ignores rope breaks to the point where you think, that should be a storyline, should that? But of course it can't be a storyline, because 2K16 doesn't have a cocking create a story mode now, does it?
Of course.
So that's brilliant, is that? So, I don't know. I did say that we were going to stick on 2K14 until Night of Champions at least. After that, I don't know. And that's still the same story now. I don't know if we're going to go to 2K16. We'll have to see. To be honest, it doesn't help that the community creation server's now been taken down for 2K14. So we'll have to see what happens, folks. As of the meantime, we are sticking with 2K14, you know. So I'm sorry if that disappoints you slightly, but that's because, well, 2K16 needs to be a bit cocking better, to be honest. Oh, also... The AI is absolutely dreadful on 2K16. Now, I know it's not much cop on this game either, but literally the only sort of matches I've come across so far which are could even be deemed as watchable are one-on-one matches.
Wow.
And as you know, in All-CAW Wrestling, we don't just do one-on-one matches. We like to have 6-man tags, we like to have 6-man battle royals, we like to have tag team matches.
What if you turn the AI difficulty up there?
Doesn't make any difference, mate.
Oh, God.
Doesn't make any bloody difference whatsoever. So, Dean Ambrose is getting roughed up there by the Avengers.
Wait, I've got an idea. How about we randomly jump back to 2010 since that's only 25p?
It is actually, isn't
Yeah,
it?
actually,
What, go all the way back to SmackDown vs Raw 2010?
Yeah.
Have we still got that?
How about we just go to SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain?
I ain't got a PlayStation 2, mate.
I've got an emulator.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's an idea. Right, folks. Here we go. Little Daddy E here's got a PlayStation 2 emulator running on the old PC here. Because that's meant to be the best one ever, isn't it? Here Comes the Pain.
I think so.
It's still got the Create a Wrestler feature, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's shit. But I don't know.
Here we go, folks. Right, here's an idea. Leave your comments in the sort of boxes below, or to the right, or to the side, or up your own arse, or wherever YouTube's put in the comments box these days. Do you want to see matches for All-CAW Wrestling being played on some of the older games? And by older games, I mean stuff that was on the PlayStation 2, stuff like Here Comes the Pain, stuff like that. Because if you do, if we get enough people requesting it, then we'll do it.
Yay.
We'll do it.
Yay.
And if we get to over 5,000 subscribers, we'll do Fan Frenzy 2. We'll do another sort of Fan Frenzy mega event where all the matches are requested by the fans. We will do that.
But wait, there's more.
Is there really?
No.
Snap suplex there by Captain America.
We have used different games before, haven't we? We used Soul Calibur 4 once.
We did use Soul Calibur 4, yeah. We've used the original SmackDown vs Raw. We briefly used SmackDown vs Raw 2006. That was on the PlayStation 2 era. Then we went over to the Xbox. We used SmackDown vs Raw 2010, WWE 13, and now 2K14. It's not bad. We've only used about 5 games in total. Well, 6 if you include Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Captain America's going on the top rope. There's the Patriot Missile there. Patriot Missile off the top rope. And now he's going for Old Glory. Not going for the pinfall. He's going for the submission there. And he gets it. Dean Ambrose couldn't get to the ropes in time. So Roman Reigns is out of there. So now... headbutt there from Dean Ambrose.
Wait, I've got an idea.
Yes?
Since in Marvel vs. Capcom, just in like number 2 and 3, you've got Captain America, Iron Man, Thor and Hulk. We'll just have a match on there. Why not?
Just with Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put Chris Redfield in there and say, oh yeah, that's Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that's Dean Ambrose.
Going for a pin. 1, 2. No, only
No.
gets a 2 count there. So can the Lunatic Fringe beat off the 2... Hang on.
The Lunatic Fringe.
Let me rephrase that. I was going to say, can he beat off 2 members of the Avengers? But that just sounds wrong, doesn't it?
There's probably a fan fiction about that.
That just sounds depraved, you know, just like the depraved phone call I was having earlier on. But luckily, that's not been recorded. Otherwise, my career would be in shambles.
Yeah.
We're talking Hulk Hogan sex tape here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Hulk Hogan saying he can't get an erection because he ate too much gin and he feels like a big fat fucking pig.
Oh, the match has ended.
Oh, was it? Oh, thank God for that. I was just starting to get turned on then by talking about Hulk Hogan's sex tape. Oh shit, do I need to cut that bit out?
I think you do.
Oh, but as I said, let's look at some replays here so we can see Thor hitting the Hammer of Asgard, or Mjolnir as we're calling that. Steve, yes, we're not calling it a finishing move, Steve, that's ridiculous. Oh, we're just finishing compound army now. It's been a good episode this week, hasn't it? Yeah,
Not been that bad.
I wonder if Roman Reigns will be champion at the end of this. He certainly hasn't had a good run in this match. So yeah, Dean Ambrose tapped out to a chin lock. Brilliant.
Deadlock!
Yeah.
At least it wasn't asleep, I hope.
Yeah, that's true. So, the Avengers win this match. They will now go through to the next round. If we just have a quick look at the old tournament bracket when that pops up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great victory here. Iron Man seemed to disappear, didn't he?
Yeah, he kind of disappeared.
I missed that.
Mick Jagger.
I missed that, didn't I?
Presumably he went off to go party with Mick Jagger.
That must have been... Oh, can you imagine a party featuring Tony Stark and Mick Jagger? Jesus. So let's look at the old tournament brackets here. We can see, if we just allow that to update. Come on. What? Holy shit. Justice League versus Avengers.
We didn't plan that at all.
Well, that's going to be amazing. We're looking forward to that. And next week, we'll have Power Rangers versus Mortal Kombat. Has my microphone been on since the start of the video, since I started doing my phone call?
Yep.
Oh, fuck!
Wow.
Nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Ah, no, get off me!
Sorry. Right, come on.
Go on.
Let's do it this time. Are you actually serious?
Yeah. Well, could you finish it?
No, she's finishing the tombstone,
Come on. Yay! Right, that's fine, that's all I wanted. To be honest, us going A and whatever, I'll just sort of double over that. Oh yeah, go on, jump on him. Can you finish him off?
Well.
Oh, this game is shit.